This morning, there are new developments involving the shooting that happened right here at ABC 10. The suspect, 64-year-old Anibal Hernandez Santana, is now in federal custody after previously being released on bail. ABC 10's Roxanne Elias has the latest details.
Attorney Mark Reichel says his client Anibal Hernandez Santana was arrested again Saturday night by FBI agents and taken here to the FBI offices for questioning. He says, of course, his client has been advised not to speak on the case now that he has legal representation, and Reichel expects him to be taken back to jail later Saturday night. Anibal Hernandez Santana was arrested late Friday afternoon on state charges and taken to the Sacramento County Jail. He then bailed out Saturday afternoon. His attorney, Mark Reichel, says he was out and he and Hernandez Santana were actually starting to prepare for what to do about appearing in Sacramento Superior Court next week. That's when he learned that later on Saturday night he was arrested by the FBI and taken away to face federal charges. Reichel says they don't know what those federal charges are just yet, but according to the FBI, he was arrested on probable cause for violating federal statute that prohibits any person from willfully or maliciously interfering with or causing interference to any radio communications from a licensed or authorized radio station or a station operated by the U.S. government. Reichel says what he can tell us about his client is that he had a very distinguished career as a lobbyist in the state legislature, and he had just retired in the last few years. He described him as accomplished and educated. He says they don't know anything about the offense because there hasn't been any evidence produced or provided about why they think he's the person involved in Friday's shooting. But Reichel says they look forward to being in federal court sometime next week.
This is consistent with the Trump administration's prosecution, where something they believe has political overtones, they're going to, bring it into federal court. So I think that's what you're going to see here. Of course, we don't have the federal charges.
We reached out to Sacramento police for any additional information, but they tell us they have no comment at this time. Reichel also says his client will be held without bail because of those federal charges. In Roseville, Roxanne Elias, ABC 10.
Now, the FBI confirmed the arrest to ABC 10. They sent us the following statement, quote, Hernandez Santana is scheduled to make his initial appearance in federal court in Sacramento on Monday, September 22nd at 2 p.m. The charges are only allegations. The defendant is presumed innocent until and unless proven guilty beyond a reasonable doubt, end quote. Meanwhile, ABC 10's Gabriel Porras was in the suspect's neighborhood earlier Saturday morning, speaking with residents about the operation to arrest the suspect.
Witnesses say 64-year-old Anibal Hernandez Santana was eating an ice cream in front of this River Park apartment complex Friday when suddenly,
bro, they got the SWAT car out here.
A swarm of Sacramento officers rushed in.
And we've been at this apartment for 3 years.
In 3 years for Angela, this was a first.
We made eye contact, and right as he passed my windshield, I heard on a loudspeaker a whole bunch of officers say, "Get down on the ground or we're going to shoot." And 9 marked and unmarked vehicles were all surrounding my car. He just had a normal demeanor.
Police say Hernandez Santana fired at least 3 gunshots into the lobby of the ABC 10 studios Friday afternoon. Our own coworkers were inside, but no one was injured.
Well, when you showed me the picture, I like I said, I see him all the time. So
neighbors like Destiny Rich know him as Al.
The interactions we did share together were brief. If I had to notice anything about him, it was the fact that maybe he wasn't always the most friendliest or welcoming. He wasn't anyone that I would ever sit and talk to.
He was just a keep to himself kind of a guy, literally just wouldn't talk to anybody. Besides saying, "What's up? How's it going?"
According to online court records, Hernandez Santana filed a wrongful termination lawsuit against the nonprofit California Rural Indian Health Board. Variety reporting that the lawsuit was withdrawn in 2020 and that when he was fired, he got into a verbal confrontation with supervisors who called police. Sacramento police told us they've had interactions with Hernandez Santana in the past, but did not share details on those interactions. They have not released a motive in the shooting. Facebook and X accounts matching the suspect's name and picture posted frequently, criticizing the Trump administration. In the past week, posts on X were daily. A post on X in July reading in part, quote, "The authoritarian oligarchy is now complete," and quote, "Rules don't apply if election was stolen. Fight." Hours before the shooting, the same X account reposted a video of a Republican congressman saying the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk would have been the 13th disciple. The account commenting in part, quote, "This is blasphemy. Can't believe these Republicans sucking up to their own twisted show." The day before the shooting, there were protests in front of ABC 10. The demonstration was over ABC's decision to pull Jimmy Kimmel Live following criticism over Kimmel's recent comments on Charlie Kirk's assassination and his MAGA characterization of the suspect. ABC 10 is an affiliate of ABC but not owned by the network. It is owned by Tegna.
Honestly, violence is not the way to resolve things, but I'm pretty sure I can speak on behalf of all of us that, we're all in question.
In Sacramento, Gabriel Porras, ABC 10.